mean, I still remember the very first day. I remember the plane landing. I didn't understand a thing. I was overwhelmed when we pulled into this community.
I distinctly remember bouncing down that single-lane road, looking at the houses of the people I would be working with.
And I wasn't just going in and then leaving and never going back. This was going to be a place that called me and expected me to keep showing up.
My name is Emmeline. I serve in Soweto, South Africa at the Diaconia AIDS Ministry. Yeah, it was a little hard when you first come. You know, you don't know anybody. It was super rainy and cold. It was a Friday morning. So there was definitely like a moment of panic when I first got here. I knew before coming here that I didn't have some like great set of skills that I was going to like give to the people of South Africa, that I was going to rely on people here much more, because one of the best gifts you can give somebody is to let them teach you something.
My name is Christelle. I am a YAGM volunteer at Budapest in Hungary, and I'm working in 2 high schools, the Lutheran schools, and at a nonprofit called Pira na Mensa. I like the YAGM program because it is about volunteers being a companion with the community, learning together and being together and trying to give something to the community. It's not like studying abroad. It's very, very, very different. And I wanted to have a cultural exchange outside of academia and research. Just be a person and not a scholar. So that's why I decided to come to Hungary as a volunteer.
You try to be more of a generalist than a specialist, just ready for anything that someone asks you to help out with. I mostly work with the OVC, the Orphans and Vulnerable Children, but we also do support group, the home-based care, we do education and training. I got to do a week-long HIV and AIDS training, which was really good to just better understand, you know, sort of the issue in South Africa, because it's very different than it is in America.
We were both inspired by each other because we continuously learn from each other, and we also contribute to the lives of those who are willing to learn something from us.
I think a lesson that has really hit home for me since I've been here, this idea that the body of Christ is the church. And I did this training, HIV and AIDS training. And at one point, one of the pastors who was leading it said, you know, we all are the body of Christ, and that body is HIV positive. There are moments when you just realize, I have a very different story than you do. You and I see the world very differently. You find the beauty in that, and you find ways to connect. Like the choir, the church choir. Everything takes place in Zulu, I don't know what's going on. But those women, particularly in the alto section, there's camaraderie in the alto section. They take care of me, and when I show up to church, you know, they make sure that I know what hymn we're reading right now. And afterwards, they make sure that I get something to eat. You know, one of them takes me home or something like that. And so then it just really slowly became a part of what I'm doing here.
While I was certainly so aware of how dependent I was, there was also like a sense of wonder, experiencing the world again kind of for the first time. It was fun to find simple things really interesting, worth talking about, worth noting. They held within them a sense that this is why I'm doing this, to be that present to the world around me.